Welcome to this brand new show, Face to Face. Today is the third edition of this program, and this we have conceived as an initiative of DME Media School. There are three schools in Delhi Metropolitan Education where we all work. The other two schools are the Management School and the Law School. So this Delhi Metropolitan Education, DME, is an affiliated college of Guru Gobind Singh Indraprastha University. We offer four academic programs. One is BA LLB, then BBA LLB, and then BBA and BA JMC, which is actually conducted by DME Media School. And this institute has always risen up to the occasion, and particularly since the time the pandemic has struck in March, we had to devise everything to meet the challenges which had come in our way. So what we did in that semester, we tried to conduct our classes to finish the course the way it was possible. And obviously everything was there on the online mode. And during the summers also, we conducted this international conference, ICANN 3, for 10 days, which was the first conference of the world, which was all digital live. So we have always been on our heels, and thereafter all the teachers started preparing the video lectures because we knew that the campus, that the college is not going to open shortly the way the things have been happening. So we prepared all video lectures in all the papers, and we keep on doing it. And then we decided that there will be a two-level of studies wherein we will also be holding the tutorials, etc. So we also started the session on 4th of August, much before the other colleges could think of. Now there's no new batch because admissions are already pending, but then we have one batch which we can call the outgoing batch because formally they have not yet passed out because the exam has not taken place. And then there are two batches. The first year batch has entered into second year batch has entered into third year because the promotion has been given by the university. So since I was telling you about DME and the technical things that we are doing, so let us have a look on this technical campus, the technology driven campus of DME.
DME has embraced digital paradigm shift by adopting technology-based learning.
Unlike other colleges, we adopted a two-step strategy. In step 1, teachers would be preparing the videos, students would be watching them. In step 2, the student would be coming to the tutorial, clarifying the doubts, making the presentations, and discuss with the teacher.
At DME, we have invested in the best in the class academic ERP, which allows us to have a 360-degree robust communication amongst all the stakeholders, students and faculty members.
DME's virtual learning mechanism is no less than real-time classroom teaching,
wherein the students are provided the pool of e-learning resources in the form of PPTs, video lectures, and online classes in a very student-friendly environment.
There is no need of mental blocks. Online teaching is as effective and interesting as offline teaching. Let the students enjoy this new mode of education.
In DME, we believe in quality education. We take care of our students. We want to see them happy.
Mental and emotional health are one of the most challenging issues of present times. DME Mentoring Cell takes care of that. Not just this, we go beyond academic curriculum to instill the most important employability skills in our students.
Welcome back to Face to Face. So as I was telling you that this is a completely brand new show which has been conceived by us, and it's an initiative of the DME Media School, and Media School is known for doing always the new things, and that is what is expected of us also because media is such a creative field. So taking that in mind, that we as teachers and the students, we together try to do the innovative things. And telling about this program Face to Face, it's a chat show, and it has been designed completely in a different fashion, wherein we are involved in a chat, in an informal interaction with the students. And we have taken 3 students from 3 years, one from the outgoing batch, because till the time this outgoing batch is not out, we wanted to extract the maximum from them and to provide them a platform wherein this kind of discussion is possible. And since, as I said, that we have conceived this, but then execution was not an easy thing. So many teachers joined hand to execute this. So I should name them. So this whole creative and the production team, which involves Deepika Dhawan, Ritik Ghosh, Sumantra Sarthi Das. They are the three main strengths behind ensuring that this whole show has become a reality. And then besides that, Dr. Susmita Bala and the whole team of the faculty members that is there behind this. So to begin with in this show today, I will start from the senior most person. But then before that, let us have a look who all are these three persons in today's show. So welcome again in Face to Face. Now everybody has seen that who are the students in today's program. So we have with us Siddhant Sharma, Yukta Prakash, and Nandini Malhotra. So Siddhant belongs to the outgoing batch, as I was telling you. So, but then and then since this is the lockdown period, though unlocking has happened, but practically lockdown in the sense that the students are not allowed on the campus. So he and his batch is out from DME since March. And nobody knows, I mean, even if they will be coming back, they will be coming back with a degree in hand. So to begin with, in our interaction, let us first talk to Siddhant. So Siddhant, you have always been, as I mean, this is my perception. So firstly, I will tell about that, and then I will ask you to tell something about yourself. So as I have seen you, that you have been very regular in the class, and you have been taking interest in all kind of activities, and you are full of energy and wants to do so many things in life. So can you elaborate further what all your passions are, what are your inclinations, your interest, and I mean, if you can tell further about this.
Hi guys, before starting, so when you said I am the senior most person like in this in the entire batches, it already felt काफी more away. and when you said about March wali baat, तो हाँ, it feels very, I don't know what to say, because March से लेके अभी तक the period has been very tough, but I'm happy that something like this is happening because we can actually talk informally. So speaking about myself, my name is Siddhant, and Siddhant means usul या principles. So my principles are all about performing. By performing, I mean basically doing something out of the box or doing something that has some creative flair attached to it. By performing, I also mean that I love dancing, I love singing, I love acting, I love writing. And apart from that, I just love ideating and executing anything. As sir mentioned, in college, I have been regular. I have not just been regular in classes, but I've also performed and been a part of various festivities and occasions that DME has conducted all throughout these 3 years, be it ICANN, be it the film festival, be it any cultural fest wherein I performed. I have performed various at various places. So talking about myself, what I am passionate about, as I mentioned, that I just love performing. I just want to do something. For me, making an impact in the society is about doing it throughout. Be it a message that has some entertainment value attached to it, be it humor or anything that is minimal, that is me.
I mean, besides whatever interest you have and I mean, whatever passion you have, but what is
Mhm.
that one thing that interests you most?
I think it will be performing creatively. Performing creatively
So,
in a
what all
way
you
that.
would like to
Mhm.
perform if I ask you to tell me one, two, three things?
Okay. So it'll be dancing,
Yeah,
it'll be
Siddhant.
singing, it'll be acting. Hello.
What all you would like to perform if I ask about your priority? Yeah.
I think it'll be something that I am doing for myself, and for the aim that I have, it'll be performing in a way, performing arts on one side, and performing for basically working towards a approach, be it for brands or anything, creative campaigns.
So you said dancing, singing, all this. I mean, all these things interest you.
Mhm.
So what do you sing actually?
Uh, what do I sing? So basically, I'm not a professional singer. I just try. I have a ukulele and I'm learning to play the guitar. So I play normally. I sing normally, be it normal covers of Bollywood songs or Hollywood or just pop. That is
Can you can you sing for us? Yeah.
right now.
Yeah.
Uh, even I saw
That
this
that's
coming, so
really
I had
good.
my ukulele ready.
Yeah. Hmm.
Uh, so you tell me your favorite song. Any Hindi favorite song that you have?
Yeah, no, no, anything that you want.
Okay.
Or Yukta will tell you. Yukta, can you suggest him?
I guess I have heard his Gulabi Aankhein, so I really
Okay.
want to listen that.
Okay.
Okay. गुलाबी आंखें जो तेरी देखी शराबी ये दिल हो गया संभालो मुझको ओ मेरे यारों संभलना मुश्किल हो गया आसान नहीं आशिक हो जाना पलकों को हाथों पे सजाना आशिक को मिलती है गम की सौगातें और उसको मिलता है फसाना तेनू ले के जाना अपने साथ नहीं जीना ओ यारा अपने साथ यू सेड गुलाबी आंखें पर मैं ज्यादा ही हो गया तो
नहीं ठीक है अभी थोड़ा सिग्नल ने थोड़ा सा मजा खराब कर गया अदरवाइज तो यू sang well.
थैंक यू
So moving on in DME Media School knows, I mean, how much you are full with energy and always in action. Whatever is happening in the campus, you are always participating in that. So what all is that which I mean, which is most passionate to you? Can you tell us something about that?
So if I talk about like from the beginning of the first year, like I have seen the previous sessions that we had yesterday and the day before. So all of that was when it was my first day in college, I was completely clueless so as to what will I be doing. So the credit goes to my friends, to my mentors, and all of that has manifested to do to become what I am today. So if I have to say one thing, I just love performing for the crowd. So when DME conducted the film festival, I was in the media team. I was under Ritik sir's mentorship. So I was a part of making creatives, communicating with the team and all of that. Then ICANN happened, and I was part of the graphic team under the Ma'am, wherein I actually was a part of making the whole newsletter and Kamil sir as well. And eventually, as the DME also came up with this annual fest, Aloha and all of that. So I also performed in that fest. So if there is one thing, I was initially from school, have always been into performing arts. But when I came into this college, when I read those subjects, when I learned about it, for me,
Yeah.
conceptualization is what that matters the most. So I also started liking what I was studying, and eventually, when the results came out, when I was giving my when we used to have a vivas, that is when I realized that this is something that I love. And apart from that, when the results came out, I have actually been in the top 10 for like 2 semesters. That was very surprising for me, but I think
Okay, so
I'm glad that it happened.
thank you, Siddharth. So let us listen something from Yukta Prakash. As I was telling already, she is doing so many things at the same time and wants to do so many more things in the campus. And then the way she works, then obviously everybody likes the way she is running from one post to another and then doing a lot of things. So let us listen from Yukta only what all is about her passion and her, this inspiration and action.
Thank you so much, sir, for all the kind words, firstly. When I was in school, I took up science, and everyone told me that you want to do mass communication, then why are you taking up science? But I always felt like exploring every field which I take up. So I pursued mass communication. I was very much interested in anchoring in the first semester. So I gave as many auditions as I could, DME TV, DME radio, and everywhere. So even I got selected, I performed on stage and I got all the limelights and everything. Then in the second semester, I got SIFI, the film festival, international film festival. So then I realized that I was very much interested in managing things and I can coordinate things really well. So from that time onwards, I was more into events, conducting them, coordinating them, and everything. So if people see me running from one place to another, it is basically like coordinating this thing and that thing. And I love doing that. I love managing events, managing things, and such sort of things. Yeah.
Yeah, but what is that one thing that, which is the greatest passion of yours?
Passion for that, I would say, sir, not exactly passion I would term, but coordinating things. And when I'm engaged in a thing, I engage myself like 100%. I give my 100% to that thing. And when it gets a platform, when it gets success, it motivates me a lot. And I feel really blessed that that thing happened. And that actually happened with Sifi for my case. And talking about passion, I love doing anchoring or voiceovers or managing. So I can include that as my passion.
But I mean, whether you want to remain always, as you said, anchoring and managing, like there are two things. If you are anchoring or you are performing, then you're always on a stage in the front. Or if you're managing the things, managing an event, coordinating, organizing, then you're always behind the curtain. So if I ask you to make a comparison between the two, what will you choose between the two? Remaining upfront, in the scene or behind the scene?
Sir, I have experienced both. I have seen camera facing me also, and I have worked behind the stage also. And for me, I guess I like managing things rather than performing and just participating. Because when you manage a thing and then it becomes a success, that happiness is at another level. So I like coordinating and managing and being behind the camera, behind the stage.
So moving on, talking to Nandini Malhotra, she is the youngest among the lot. She has spent only 1 year on the campus. But then Nandini, if I ask you about your interest, because you believe that you are a very creative person, so we all would like to know what all creativity you have and what are your interest area, what are your passions, and what is that what are those things which give you the utmost pleasure?
Okay, so thank you, sir. And as I have mentioned that I am a very creative person. In creativity, I mean I can write, I can draw things, And even I have been a person who has always maintained the balance between the academics and the co-curricular. And even in the school level, I was awarded as being multi-talented because it has always been like whatever activity is going on in the school, I was always there. So, and being creative means like I have prepared rangolis for the competitions. I have presented the school in inter-school competitions, and I have done a lot.
Unmute yourself, Nandini.
Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, you had got mute. Yeah,
Okay.
now it's fine. Yeah, go ahead.
So it was like I have been performing in the music as well because I was an instrumentalist. I have played bagpiper. So it's all about me, like music, writing, and creativity, drawing and designing. That's all that has been. That what makes me creative.
So would you like to perform something like Siddhant did so that we understand that you are actually into music?
Actually, the instrument I performed, that is not able to perform individually. And secondly, I didn't own that one because it's very expensive. Plus, we need a team to perform that. And if I would have known, I would have arranged a video. But I hope that I'll perform. I'll show you next time. But abhi thoda nahi ho paya.
Okay, so and regarding your reading and writing, what all you read?
I like to read novels. Basically.
What kind of novels you read?
It can be some romantic novel or it can be some self-help book.
Or can you tell us about some books or the authors?
Okay. If I'll talk about my favorite author, so that is Ravindra Singh, and he liked love stories, but I love the way he writes because personally, when I read him, so I'll get lost into his words. And when I read his first novel, I just was so stuck in it that I completed it in a day. Like I left eating and all that things, and I just was reading and reading and reading. So that is what. And when it comes to the self-help book, the book that has helped me, that was The Secret, and I have reread it many times, and it is a really good book.
And what all you write? You said that you are interested in writing.
Yeah, I do write. Like I can write articles. Actually, recently I have joined the NGO, so I'm writing the blogs there, and I'm managing that platform as well.
So, I mean, what kind of writing? I'm interested in knowing what actually you write. You write poetry, you write prose, you write fiction, you write some research-based articles. What kind of writing you do actually?
Okay, so recently I have been writing the articles on self-care for the NGO. Else, I have written one or two poetries, and another thing that I have written is I'm writing. I'm just trying to write a fiction right now, which I have just started.
Okay. Okay, so now moving on to Siddhant again. Siddhant, you have spent 3 years on the campus of DME. So during this period, you would have gone through a lot of phases, ups and downs. You might be having number of friends, you might be losing some friends, and then some good memories, some not so good memories. And then you have been interacting with a lot of teachers, some you would like, some you don't like, or somebody would have left influence on you. So if I ask you that what are your impressions about your campus life during the last 3 years?
So I have to begin when I first came into the college. That was, as I said, as I mentioned previously, I was completely clueless. But cut short to today, I'd rather say that the whole journey has been very, very dynamic. And if I have to say about friends, I have had a very large group of 9 to 10 people who are still like we are still almost intact. There is Taksh, there is Raja, there is Amandeep. There are so many in my class, Chaitra, Janita, who have influenced like majority of the projects that I have done in these 3 years. These were the group projects that we did. So we have been like we have worked as a team together in these 3 years. That has helped us grow and make us more presentable. For our mentors, for our teachers, there has been Sukriti ma'am, Dipka ma'am, Kamil sir. There are so many. I can just go on and on. Every professor that has taught me has had an influence on me. Be it even Harjeet sir, Manmeet ma'am, in the initial years. So I think every teacher that taught us any subject, I have inculcated, I have imbibed so much from them, and I really just I will always value that. Yeah.
Okay, what will you remember the most after leaving DME?
फूलन सिंह के छोले कुलचे जो DME के बाहर मिलते
So
थे.
you are giving a wrong message to your young people.
No. I mean, apart from that, for college, I think I'll remember every time जो lectures होते थे उसमें the kind of discussions जो एक topic के बाद आते थे. That was something I'll always remember because apart from the topic, practical teaching जो DME में examples के तौर पे lab sessions के दौरान होती थी. That'll be it.
तो छोले कुलचे मतलब क्लास बंक करके नहीं खाते थे ना, क्लास के बाद ही जाते थे?
नहीं सर, I have been 70-80% वाला नहीं 60-70% वाला attendance में. Juniors को अच्छा message.
Okay, so Yukta, if I ask you about your college life during the last 2 years, because during the activities you would have come across not only your classmates, your personal friends, then also your juniors, your seniors, and then obviously you were working in cooperation, in assistance to different teachers in different activities. How do you remember your college life?
So, sir, starting from my batchmates, I have always been very connected to them, and be it any section student, I have always been very connected. I have two friends of mine, Gitanjali and Shivani. I would like to mention from the starting day, they have motivated me, they have supported me immensely, and actually, our whole batch knows by the three of our name. So, from my batch, obviously, I would love to acknowledge them. Everyone knows this from my batch that I am very close to my seniors, be it Sonalvi, Shivam, Charu, Rohit, anybody, because they have treated me like a family. They have taught me a lot of things, and I guess by doing events with them, we all have grown together. And talking about juniors, which are in second year currently, whenever something happens that I have to elective subjects का जब topic आता है and they call me कि युक्ता दी हमें elective choose करना है अपना experience बता दो. It feels really nice कि you are acknowledged for whatever you have done. And talking about faculty, I can't name a single faculty जिन्होंने मेरी मदद नहीं करी है. Be it Atul sir, who was our mentor, and he was like my second guide. He has always guided me throughout, and be it any faculty. And I remember when I was doing FIFI, there was no. I didn't get much time to attend lectures. Like I attended very few lectures, and I missed a lot of them. But there were faculty who told me कि Yukta, don't worry, after the event gets over, you can come up to us, you can take lectures from us, and you have any doubt, you can ask us. So the faculty are like our second home and our second family, be it Manmeet ma'am, Atul sir, or anybody, Kamil sir, Pramod sir, they are all are very close.
Okay. Thank you, Yukta. So moving to Nandini, yeah, I mean, since you have spent only 1 year, but then since the time you entered the college, you would have thought something before joining DME, and then when you entered, you would have, you would have found the things not up to that your dreams or thinking, or it would have been more than what you would have thought of. And then in the first semester, in the second semester, you would have met with so many people in your class, outside your class. In your batch, you would have made some friends, and in your seniors also, you might be friendly to seniors. So I mean, how do you look at your college life for the last 1 year?
Okay, since I'm the, as you mentioned, I'm the youngest over here. So it's 1 year, right? But it has been the second semester. We have attended only 2 months, and then it has gone in the pandemic. So, but yeah, when I entered the college at first, so it was good. Like I entered the auditorium first because they were allotting the sections there. So I went, and the seniors told me, go ahead and ma'am will be telling you the sections and all. So I went there. They told me to go to B section. Okay. I went there. Okay. I saw a girl sitting alone, Palak, and I went to her and I sat with her. We had a conversation. We had some pictures, and at that time, Deepika ma'am enters our class. And okay, she introduced herself, and it was like really wonderful. Like she created her own aura, right? And okay, And then she told us to click a picture because that was we were supposed to click a whole class photograph. So we clicked that one, and then it all went. So meanwhile, Palak told me that I have friends in other sections as well. We'll be going there in the lunch break and we'll be meeting the people. So I met Hardik and Jasleen and Ashray Vagara. So we all become friends, and that was the chain that I have got through. Then what happens is I met a boy from the school. He's in evening batch. So I met him. So he introduced me with his classmates, and that's all. Like that's what I have made a chain, and that's what makes my friends.
So what was the event for which you had gone to the auditorium?
Actually, they were allotting sections from the auditorium. Na? So I was supposed to go first to the auditorium and then to the classroom.
So what have you liked the most during this 1 year time on the campus of DME Media School?
Okay. So when it came to the campus, I will tell you that your first day when we were having the orientation, right? And uske baad fir, to be very honest, I love the faculties because they were very supporting. Like they have supported in everything. I remember Kamal sir, I have asked hundreds of doubts to him. Please explain me this, please explain me that. And he has always explained. Even it was related something my files and all that. And then came Sachin sir. He is also someone who has supported me a lot. And even today, if I text him, he just helped me out. And then what happened, I was being taught self-photography by Mohit sir. And he is one of the greatest faculties because even he has supported me a lot. So that is the faculties which I've admired the most DME.
Is it a genuine thing or you are being political in this?
No. It has been really genuine because it has been really genuine.
So again, moving on to Siddhant. Siddhant, if I ask you about your family and your brothers and sisters or other family members, how much they have been supporting you, or if there are certain things which they don't support, if you can tell us something about your family.
So I live in a nuclear family. My brother took science. He was from a science background, so he was the topper of his school. So it was initially expected of me to take science, but honestly, I sucked at math and I was not at all good at studies. So it was a dilemma as to which stream should I be picking. So finally, I ended up taking humanities. And apart from that, my family after that point, even before that, has always supported me in whatever I have wanted to do till date. And I'm just happy for that because there have been times where our family has not been in the best kind of situations. We have struggled. My parents have struggled. But looking back at that journey, I'm just happy that I was born in this family, and I'll always be blessed and thankful.
So they supported you studying journalism and mass communication?
Totally. I mean, initially, even I was not sure about what journalism is. For me, journalism in one word was news. And so the same kind of explanation I used to give to my family that journalism is news, I might be going to a newsroom or something. But over these years, after learning all these subjects to our juniors who will also are coming or watching this, and to even Yukta who is watching this will agree with the fact that there are so many subjects that actually change your perception every semester, that you learn a subject and you're like, मुझे ये करना है, फिर अगले साल फिर कुछ और मुझे ये करना है. So that has been very, as I said, dynamic.
Yeah, and Yukta, if I ask you about your family and your parents, how much support you have been getting, or if there are certain such issues where sometimes some deadlock happens?
Oh, so even I live in a nuclear family and I have an elder sister, and she's currently doing PhD. I have always got a lot of support from my mother and father. Initially, when I told them that I wanted to pursue mass communication, my mother was the person who convinced my father that okay, let her do, because my father never restricted me not to do such course, but he always told me that to do something very secure, which will be very secure for your career. So, but after joining mass communication, he has always been my ideal, my father, and he has always been very inspirational to me. So, whatever values I inculcate in my life, it is all because of my father. So, when it comes to family, you can't grow without the support of your family. And if they are not supporting you, you have to convince them by whatever work you do. And I guess I have realized this thing throughout my journey. And I think whoever I am and whatever I am now, it is because of my family. So yeah.
Okay, so good. So asking you, Nandini, if you can tell us about your family and your relationship with your friends and your parents, and then the support that you would have been getting while you decided to join journalism and mass communication. Was it your decision, or was it the decision of your parents, and that was thrust on you? What exactly was the case?
Okay, so I too live in a nuclear family, but yes, I would like to mention that I am a single girl child, like, right? And when I decided to opt for mass communication, my parents never restricted me. They always have been trusting me. And what brings me here was after 12th, when I was having vacations. So I was admired by these Photoshop and Illustrator and all those things. So that were admiring me the most. So I took the decision to do mass communication because this is the field that will help me to grow in this. So, and my parents are very supporting. They have never questioned me whatever I'm doing, but they have been pampering me because I'm the single child, and also I have gone much later, like it was I guess 13 or 14 years after their marriage, the time I was born. So like they love me a lot.
Okay, but pampering sometime also creates obstructions in your life. I mean, isn't that a problem?
Yeah, I agree that pampering causes some problems. Even I remember the first day of college because my mother was like कि जा रही है I live in Ghaziabad. So जा रही है नोएडा जा रही है कैसे जाएगी अकेली? So she was pushing my father कि ठीक है एक दिन चले जाओ साथ में. Then my father said रोज रोज थोड़ा जाऊंगा. जाने दो एक दिन अकेला कुछ होगा थोड़ी. So he instructed me all the ways कि यहाँ से यहाँ जाना है फिर यहाँ से change करना फिर ऐसे जाना. So yeah, pampering causes problems, but I have to overcome them.
So you come on your own every day
Yeah.
by public transport.
Yes, sir.
Good. So moving on to again, Siddhant, what have you thought of your career? Because now you are almost out from the college. Now you have to take the decision whether you will be joining industry, you will be taking up job somewhere, or you will further pursue study at the postgraduate level.
So currently, I plan on taking up a job for like 1 to 2 years, having a field experience, and then actually going for higher studies. If you would have asked me this question like 3 years pehle, I would have been completely, I don't know. But now when you ask me, I have a certain idea and certain clarity. So what I want to do is I want to go into an advertising agency, or perhaps perhaps the marketing department, or something, or a company that actually has that vibe of actually, presenting things or working in a manner that actually connects with the people around it, and not just sticking to one thing and not actually evolving. So that is what I plan to do.
Yukta, though it is still 1 year to go, but then you would have made up your mind as to what you will be doing after passing out from DME. I mean, can you tell us something about that?
So from the very start, I have always been very career oriented. So it was from the very I have to go in a corporate field because that field really fascinates me. Everyone says that it's very boring, but that is something which I have seen my father doing and all of my peers doing. So I guess I'll be going to corporate field. After this, I'll be pursuing my master's, most probably MBA, and after that, corporate. Yeah.
So, Nandini, obviously for you, it's a long way to go. I mean, there are 2 years, and 2 years, a lot of things might be happening. You will be studying a lot of new papers, new subjects, and this whole exploration process will keep on happening. But still, had you thought about something which you want to do finally?
Actually, when it comes to mass communication, that is the course I'm pursuing and still exploring. But yeah, I have decided that I have to start an NGO that will be addressing the teenage issues. Because these are something that people don't talk to. Because see, I am a single child, and there are many things that we can't communicate to our parents because of the generation gap we are having. So I want a platform for the children, like for the people who will be like जो मुझसे छोटे होंगे, so that they will be having a platform कि वो अपनी बात कह सकें.
Okay, so now we are moving towards the conclusion of this program. Now, finally, if I ask each one of you, would you like to say something as the final word in this program? And again, starting from the senior most.
Thank you again for the privilege, sir. I'd say that I don't actually have anything to say, but for the juniors that are coming for the second years or for my batchmates, I think in one word, when we have to define college life, we have certain expectations, and even all the DME students that are watching this, of course we have to talk about all the good, like when we are present here, but हमेशा वैसा नहीं होगा जैसा आप सोचते हो. But after you're done with college, like right now all my batchmates, अब हम ऐसे रो रहे हैं कि इतने महीने चले गए हम नहीं रह पाए. I think that is when we realize कि actual value क्या थी, कि जब कुछ होता है तो लगता है कि उसकी वैल्यू नहीं होती, जब वो चले जाते हैं तो actually hit होता है. That is what something कि वो all of who are watching this, who are gonna watch this, I just want to tell them that make the most out of these 3 years or anything that you're studying and enjoy life. That's it.
Yukta.
The same, I guess. Thank you so much for this informal chat session. And thanks to all the faculty who is behind this, Mantra sir, Deepika ma'am, Dikshit sir, everybody, because we always forget to mention the behind the scene people. So thank you so much, everyone. And again, I guess whoever is watching this, they should realize that college is not the Karan Johar film. And you will get ups and downs in your life, in your college life, but explore as much as you could, because you will regret if you don't. And to all the juniors also, I guess participate as much as you can and do whatever it interests you the most. That's it.
Yeah, and Nandini, what will you say?
First of all, I would like to thank you, because from the first year, I'm the first girl who is attending the show. That is what makes me special. Right. So, like, thank you so much for inviting me as a guest here.
Would you like to say something as a final word, as Yukta did and as Siddhant did? No, I mean, you will wait for 2 years to say any such thing.
No, it's not like that. But yeah, I have this much to say. Like, I'm glad that I'm having this opportunity, and I'm glad for the mentor who has appointed me to do this.
So thank you all. Thank you, Siddhant. Thank you, Yukta. Thank you, Nandini, to be part of this show. Thank you to all the participants and the viewers. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you.